Alright, this is going to be the continuation of our in-depth horror discussion review on
Saw 2.
2005. This is part 3 of the review.
In-depth, we're breaking down scene by scene. Alright, so we left off with all the characters inside the house trapped in there. And this is where they find out, or after the syringe, where they do the syringe
It's after
thing.
the syringe main scene.
And they go through the door.
And the main group all finds out what they have in common.
Well, actually the door locks and they can't go through it.
They all find out
so then,
that they all were in jail.
Chick, yeah, the 7th Heaven chick is just like, so,
y'all were in jail?
She's like, you guys were in jail, so...
Make it 3.
She's like, remember the tape? So we had something in common. She's like, I've been in jail because I was 17, I had minor in possession. And that's when I first got herpes.
At a fraternity.
At a frat. So then she says that, and then and then the black guy walks over. And then the black guy walks over, and he looks at the boy. He looks at the Detective Matthews' son. He's like, "You got juvie written all over you. What about you?" And he's just like, he doesn't say anything, brushes it off.
No, never been. That's
he's like, never heard of it. He's like, jail? What is that?
Script convenience. They stereotype the black guy. He was in jail
for a rock. He had rock possession. No, he was just black on a Friday night. It was a misdemeanor.
From Don't Be a Menace. It was a misdemeanor for being black on a Friday night.
So we were out real quick. Alright.
And then it cuts back to the cops, and they're like, "You need to start thinking outside the box."
No, before that though, the macho Mexican meathead was just like, "I don't need you guys."
And then he storms out there, meathead.
And the black guy like talks to him, and he's just like, "Hey man, we could keep fighting at each other, you know."
Shut up! It isn't even there.
Don't. So then it cuts back to the cops, and she's just like,
Carrie's like, he relishes his work.
They're trying to figure out a way to get through to Jigsaw, and she's just like, his work. We gotta destroy his work.
He wants to be studied.
She's like, just threatening to destroy his work.
Up.
So then, Detective Matthews like stands up and he's like, alright, fuck, I'll try it. And then he goes out there and he's just like, and there's like cuts footage of like him trying to do it first.
No, when I first saw this, I actually didn't project this happening. I thought it was just like a stupid bitch line to say. But then he actually does it, and they actually show it in the movie, and he's ripping it up. You're like, is this effing happen right now?
It's hilarious though, because then Jigsaw's like, why are you destroying all this evidence?
Jigsaw plays it cool.
He's like, why are you destroying all the evidence? What are you gonna convict me with? No, but then he's like, actually, you don't even need evidence to convict me because he's a dirty cop.
That's the kind of cop that plants evidence and shoots an unarmed suspect.
He's just like,
and his wife leaves him.
He's like,
and
that's
his son
Detective
hates
Matthews. He's like, that's
and he's like, shut the fuck up.
He's like, that's the Detective Matthews they give medals to.
True line.
But they edited it out because we were watching the edited version. So it was more like, shut the fuck up.
Now I say that as a joke. I've been saying that as a joke since 05. Shut the fuck up. Like, just, hey, it's a joke. I don't hate you.
That's not funny at all.
It's still a joke. No, it's not funny. I'm just saying shut the fuck up.
Alright, so then freaking they're yelling, and he doesn't care that he's destroying his work. Because he's like, you're an idiot.
The tech team arrives and it's extras, and they don't even show like their faces or anything. They just show like half their body.
Now they just walk in like it's a total movie. Like, alright, you don't even have to rush or anything. Just come on in. Yep. Alright, bring your tech stuff.
And then, he's just like, look in the top drawer. He's like, the people are suspects that He's
like, all those people that are listening on the mic, tell them to go in the drawer. And they pull out the
that
files,
they're all suspects that
and it's all suspect.
Convicted.
Yeah, and the other previous cases that Detective Matthews
he planted evidence on. He's a dirty cop.
Yeah, he totally screwed all those people over, and that's the people they screwed over in all those files. So then the chick cops look at him. She's like, "Oh no, he didn't."
So anyway, it cuts back to Xavier, the Latino meathead. We're not racist. We're just saying it because this is a podcast, so we have to project what's going on.
What's going on? Right. So he's a Mexican macho head, and it cuts back to him, and he's just like, he's talking to the black kid.
Shut up! He figures out the numbers on the back of people's heads.
Yeah, the black guy's like, I already found what I'm looking for.
And then it's the showdown between the black guy, and he comes in. He's like, me and you can keep going at it like we're back in the yard.
He's like, man, I got enemies outside these freaking walls, and he's like, if they don't find me, they'll come after my family. So we need to work together.
You're like, this is boring.
So he's like, all right, I already found what I'm looking for, and he starts beating up the black guy,
either.
And he finds that's when he finds the combination on the back of his neck, and he's like, all right, so that's what he's looking for. So then he starts.
He's gonna pull the family card on me right now in the middle of a freaking Saw movie. in the ending of a Saw movie, he's gonna freaking pull the family card. Like, hey, my life's more important because I got an effing family. Shut the f up. Alright, go on.
Okay, so I was saying that he finds
no harm, no foul.
He finds the combination on the back of his neck. No,
the black guy actually beats him up. He's like, all right, you want to fuck me? So they fight, and then he beats him up. And then he goes to leave, and he does the bat with the knives going through it in the back of his dome.
Yeah, he gets the bat with all the freaking nails through it. No, but this is where he finds like the number written on his back of his neck, and it's like written in white, like a white crayon, like because he's got black skin. You know,
like, hey,
Jigsaw's like, oh, I need a white crayon for this.
It's so racist. It's like those vintage dolls that they'll show on like Pawn Stars or something, where it'll be like the old school 1920s doll, where it'll be the black doll will be like the color black with red lips,
and it'll be like, oh, how much for it, man? He'd be like, I'll give you 60. All right, shut up, let's go. So freaking the Mexican Micho, he nails him in the head with the nails bat, and then freaking he runs out.
So anyway,
and he starts calling for everyone because he wants the numbers.
And then it cuts X marks the spot. And the seventh head girl croaks.
The chicks are walking through. Yeah, she's on the ground, like in the hallway, and they're all walking through the hallway.
They find the picture of the father and son.
Yeah, she's behind the back of a painting. They take it off the picture. She's like, X marks the spot, and she sounds like freaking.
And then the bitch is just like, what you know? She sounds like who?
She sounds like.
Wow. This is just dead air. People just don't want to listen to what you have to say right now.
I know. Go on.
And she's like, what, you know him? Yeah, it's the guy that set me up. He gave me $20 for a blowjob and he sent me to jail. Me, the prostitute. So and she's like, what, that's my dad. She's like,
that's your dad? She's like, what are you doing with him?
So the seventh heaven bitch spazzes out. So she doesn't get killed by Jigsaw.
She just has a seizure in the hallway.
She doesn't even get killed by Jigsaw. She does because she gets the toxin breathed in. She's the only one to actually die from that, really. So she spazzes out, of course. And then Xavier walking up with the knife. Of course, L-Mid just lost in his notes like a fucking idiot.
He comes up with the knife, because he pulls the knife on the black guy, which we got to say.
Want to punch, you know when you just want to punch L-Mid in the dome?
You don't even want to punch Josh, JBM 2005 in the dome?
Alright, shut up and go on and talk.
Alright, she pulls out the knife on him.
No, Xavier's walking with a knife, and he's just like, Amanda, Danny, I just want to talk.
He's just like, I found a way out.
Just like the security guard from like Harold and Kumar.
I found a way out. No, this is what
he wants to get the numbers from the back of the car. Anyway, so then it cuts back to Eric Matthews, and he goes good cop, bad cop on him, and he goes bad cop on him, and he beats up Jigsaw.
The girl chicks, and they let him out, and the black guy, like, the black SWAT, like, blocks the way for the girl detective.
Shut up.
She's like, we can't do this, and he's like, we tried your way. It's like so retarded.
Shut up. It wasn't even,
Shut up. Yeah, I know, go on.
It was a mental lapse, but shut up.
I know, right? Go on. So he goes out there like a total bad cop, and he starts grabbing. Now I know he just goes up to
busts his finger back and breaks
his finger, and he's just like, "Where's my son? Where is?"
And he's like, "Now that's the Eric Matthews they gave medals to."
It's like a total scene like Batman.
And if you know, Eric Matthews is the name of Corey Matthews' brothers from Boy Meets World.
Batman breaks his one rule.
It's like they thought of a character name, and they were like Matthews, and they were like Eric, and they subconsciously like made it Eric Matthews without even knowing that it's Boy Meets World character.
Exactly.
You know, the guy with the 90s hair, his brother, and he wore seashell necklaces like Eric Vierthal.
He's like, who can I make? Eric Matthews. There you go. I'll just take that.
So the slut stumbles in the room.
She finds.
You notice how L-Mid can never talk about the next thing that happens.
I know,
he always just reacts.
What's up with that? You know, what's up with that? Alright, so then she's stumbling, the girl, and she falls into the room because it's unlocked. Because all the doors are on timers, so this one's unlocked. She goes in there. And she finds the trap thing. She just rips open. She doesn't even listen to the tape. Yeah, she just rips open the envelope.
She's like, I don't want anyone to find out I'm a slut.
She sees the syringe inside the box up there, and she puts her hands to the slits, and it's like the razor things. And she gets her wrist caught in there. And then this is where the macho Mexican comes up behind her.
She reminds me of a stray cat.
He comes up behind her, and he's just like, I just want your number. And he like takes off her number, or moves her hair up so you can see the number.
All right, here's a fun fact. There's a dozen STDs in that box when she puts her hands up. And it's full of blood in the box.
It's 13 dozen. You read the fact wrong. It's 13 dozen inside that box.
13 dozen. That's impossible.
That's not impossible. Look it up. Spots fly. AIDS, it's all in there.
Look it up. AIDS came from Canada.
Check it out. And from
well, it's just a theory, actually. I cannot confirm.
It came from a monkey in Canada.
Mr. Creepshow cannot confirm or deny where AIDS came from.
I don't know. This is a disclaimer. I don't know. I don't freaking know where AIDS came from.
It came from a gay monkey.
Who cares? Let's go.
Alright, cuts back to Jigsaw getting his ass kicked.
Alright, so he's getting his own kicked. And
no, they edit it with their horror hands. It's an awesome, sketchy, multi-flashy... No, shut up. It's a multi-sketchy, like, flashy edit, and it's an awesome horror feel. I love that scene.
And this is where Jigsaw is bloody, and he's on the ground, and he's like, oh, game over. and then he's just like, I'll take you to the place, but no one else. It has to be you.
Yeah, you don't see that many iconic horror villains getting their ass kicked by a former boy band member.
This is the part that's retired because the chick didn't want him to beat him up. They would all be watching him beating him up, but then he's like, hey, I'll take you to the place, but only you. And then Detective Matthews turns around. No, he turns around and he shows the extras, and they're just on the computer. It's like the detective girl. And she's like,
Carrie's looking at like the homepage,
and it's like a SWAT guy, like in gear, like on the computer, like looking around.
She's looking at the wallpaper on the background. No website is even up.
So then Detective Matthews like, all right, let's meet. You go out the elevator. So then they go out in the elevator down there, out the back, and then they're like, oh, hey everyone, he went down the elevator. It's all good. And all SWAT goes to the elevator, and they look down there.
You start feeling that end of the movie Saw tension, and it's building up, and it's like, and
you're like, all right.
They sneak out through the elevator, and the tech team finally gets.
And then
actually, they don't even play the Hello Zep theme until the ending.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't cut until it cuts back right here when it gets back to the house, and the Mexican guy finally catches up with the girl and the Detective Matthews' son, and he's just like, I want your number. He's just like, I want the number on you. And then he freaking the song music kicks in, and she's like, how are you gonna get your own number on your neck? And he starts cutting his neck.
Not even close yet, you idiot. Of course you cut all the way to the ending like a fucking faggot. The tech team finally gets to the location. Of course you just wasted like 20 seconds.
Sum up that part. I summed that up.
Hey, you summed up to the end of the freaking movie and we're not even there. You're a freaking idiot. Replay the theme and shut your trap.
I know, an idiot.
Don't you just hate it when
L-Mid punch me in the face, right?
Now you know why I want to punch him in the face sometimes.
I get it.
This is what I have to work with.
I go.
What a freaking.
Alright, sum up before I go.
And the tech team finally gets the location. Look at your freaking
notes.
Get the trace. Shut up.
The tech team gets the trace after 40 movie minutes.
Yeah, the movie minutes in Saw, you like never know. It'll be like real minutes, then it'll be like summed up minutes,
and it'll be like 4 days.
Jigsaw and Eric driving shots, and he's just like last house on the left, a reference. To
I know it's just Jigsaw in the
Craven.
van.
Okay,
he's like, my son better be okay.
Wes Craven. We like to diss him sometimes because he's got syphilis in the brain. He actually sat on the special features of Last House on the Left.
I can't confirm or deny if that is.
We do not endorse syphilis in the brain either. Anyway, he mentions in the special features of the Last House on the Left remake, he's like, the remake's better than the original. Are you freaking kidding me? You can't even get that 70s raw feel in the remake. It's impossible.
And besides,
that's what made Last House on the Left so eerie and crazy. That movie's psycho. Last House on the Left.
The remake's retarded. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, Wes Craven. What the hell?
Alright, anyways.
It's the syphilis talking.
That's what I'm saying.
In his membrane.
Alright,
anyways.
So the tech team know if they find location, SWAT all leaves. Freaking to get to this place.
Shut up, they're driving.
It's cutting in between Detective Matthews, going to the...
Shut up. Yeah, they're driving. I already said that. So Amanda and Danny find the cellar door, and they're like, the black guy, he was the last one to have the key, and so Eric Matthews pulls up and he gets the key from Jigsaw.
Yeah, while
Jigsaw's like, you're gonna need this.
Yeah, while they're trying to, keep the Mexican from getting into the room.
Jigsaw's last
so then they go through the cellar, and that leads to the freaking first floor where the first one went.
So they make it in the basement.
Where they filmed Saw 1, and it goes to the basement. That's freaking where they filmed Saw 1.
Before that, Eric starts finding...
It's the dead bodies.
Of course, shut up.
Dang, I'm just
Eric
skipping
starts
again.
finding the bodies in the house, and it's simultaneous shots of the SWAT team, and they find out that they went to the wrong
back
house.
real fast in between all of them, all three of them.
If you're watching it for the first time, of course you're just cutting straight to the end. You're like a freaking sober idiot right now.
Wow.
And he's like, Carrie's like, I cannot see you. And then Danny coming, I'm just going to go to the ending where it's like Amanda and Danny. And as an audience, you realize that it's like the first movie. They end up in the same room, and you notice that they're in the same house from Saw.
And it's badass,
1.
and it's the breakdown. or like a startup lead up of it slow.
So you're like, okay, where's Gordon then? Where's the Detective Gordon? Whatever happened to Zepp and
this is where you're starting to find out, yeah, because he's in the house.
Because the last shot, Jigsaw shut the door on Adam. And he was like, game over. So freaking iconic, that ending. So
in between all these shots of all three of them, this is where you realize that, or getting the sense of that it's a recording that they've been watching, because he's in the same house and you can tell it's the same house where he's going through.
How much shit we had to talk to before we even got to, we're still not even in it. And it shows snippets of the movie as soon as they enter the room. And he's just like, yeah, my name is very fucking confused.
And this is where it does the lead up of showing all the other movies.
He's just like, he wants us to cut through.
He's like, you want to play a game, and then it shows like, the lead up of like, you'll find your son in a safe location, all the lead up and everything.
And Xavier comes in this is when Xavier finally comes in the room. We still had to talk about 20 iconic things before that happened. If it wasn't for JBM, L-Mid would be freaking retarded.
I'm retarded already. But then it does the lead up right here.
Then they start playing the Hello Zepp theme.
And it's like, Hello Zepp.
It's so dope.
And it's showing the lead up of all the characters.
No, they don't do Hello Zepp. Fucking thing. It's just the theme. And it cuts the back of his skin. She's like, awesome hormones.
And it kicks in the music right here. And you're like, oh, while he's cutting the number off the back of his neck.
Pig's blood, same thing they use in Carrie.
So then he freaking
if anyone wants to hear Carrie spoilers, hit me up. I'll talk about Carrie spoilers. Also, I like to hear about Halloween 6 spoilers.
So then freaking...
And he gets killed by Saw from the first movie.
The Mexican?
He gets... No, what's we call it? Danny whips the saw out and he cuts his jugular.
He picks up the freaking.
And it's the same saw that has Dr. Gordon's AIDS blood on it.
Yeah, he picks up the same saw because they're back to the corner right there in the basement and it's all white with the blue fluorescent lights on. It's tight and he cuts his neck and it's all freaking the blood. It's real, like looking real.
I love blood.
It's good gore. Wow.
You gotta have the blood in horror movies. It just makes it feel more real. The more blood, the merrier.
Like PG-13, The Wicker Man, that didn't really have any blood, but it was still cool.
And When a Stranger Calls, there's zero blood, even though I still love that movie.
Because of Katie Cassidy?
05, Smoking Hot.
Wow.
That's a whole nother review that we've already done.
Exactly. Anyway,
this is the ending to Saw 2.
So he cuts his neck and he's bleeding, he's on the ground, so then freaking it's doing all the recap.
Can you believe it? We're talking about the ending to Saw 2.
So then it shows back.
Dope.
And then it shows
I
back.
love this freaking ending. This is one of the best
shows back
endings.
Detective
I was
Matthews.
obsessed with this movie for a while.
It shows back Detective Matthews and freaking Jigsaw's out in the front, in the freaking passenger seat.
It was my go-to horror movie.
He's in the passenger seat all bloody up in front of the house. Jigsaw's down there and he sees a hand like in the tub and he walks over to it and it's freaking what's her name, skinny drug out ass, freaking with the pig mask on and she freaking tranquilizes him. And it kicks him within like freaking a few seconds.
Eric finds the body,
like it's some potent stuff.
Yeah, he gets stabbed by the syringe and she's wearing the iconic pig mask.
And she takes it off and
Pig's blood and Carrie.
She's like, you will be my first test subject.
Corn syrup, same thing you use as pig's blood and Carrie. Pig's blood and Carrie.
She's like, you'll be my first test subject. Do-do-do-do-do. And freaking it's all tight. And
just go up and punch someone in the gut and be like, pig's blood and Carrie.
Nah, just go up to someone and be like, yeah, how's it going? I freaking hate you. And they'll be like, no, I'm just joking.
Be funnier, actually.
Alright, anyways.
And then they'll take you dead serious and you'll be like,
dude. Talk about the movie.
And it cuts back to Danny in the vault.
And freaking, the chick, the girl cop finds her.
All she had to do, obviously, they show the all the moments of
Yeah, the cops find freaking her little.
It's vintage Saw where they show all the clues of what's going on.
No,
and find out that Amanda was in on it all.
No, he's wearing the same oxygen tank inside the safe that freaking Jigsaw was using. So it's like all dirty and like freaking like got his freaking saliva all like blown in it.
Exactly. And then Eric wakes up and he plays the tape and it's just like Amanda's voice. She's like, "Hello, Eric." And it's like one of those when you find out the girls of the ending.
Yeah, he wakes up after being trained.
So it's hard to buy into at first, and then you're like.
And he's all chained up with the leg, and he plays the tape, and she's like, "Yep, you'll be my first test subject." And freaking, you're like, "No." And they continue. I hate how they.
No, you're no Mrs. Voorhees. You're no Jill Roberts.
And yeah, and she's right there with the door open, and she's like, and then he sees her, and he's like, "Oh, you bitch, you bitch," and he's like, she's like, "Game over."
And she's like, "What is the cure for cancer? Immortality."
And you're like,
"A life that will be remembered." it is I who will carry on John's work. And you're like, wow, this is kind of gay if you're L-Mid.
Yeah, mine. I think this is retarded at this scene, but it's still tight.
It's pretty tight.
I mean, they should have just left it with her, you know. Come on, give me a break. I'm not sexist or anything.
Yeah, but you are.
No, I'm not.
Just in your comments, but you're not. But he, officially, morally, he's not.
Hey, on record, I'm not.
But his opinions are.
Wow. Alright, leave us a comment.
And you were my first test subject, and she shuts the door, and she's like, game over.
And you're like, oh,
and he's like, I'll fucking kill you. And the last shot is Jigsaw in the car, and
but
you can't tell if he's dead or not.
No, he swallows. He swallows and kind of smiles. You can see.
Slightly. When
they leave it. Yeah, they leave it on the script on
it's
for
so
the third
dope.
one. Like, hey,
when
he could have been dead.
When I was 18, I was like,
he could have been dead, or he
dead.
could be alive for the third one.
I was like, that's gay. He's so dead.
They left it like that so they could have brought him back.
Iconic horror villains never die.
All right, what'd you think of it?
They're immortal. Of course, you went right to me. I'm the one who's talking the whole time.
Alright, I got
this.
And
he's got the balls to cut right to me.
I'll give it a 10.
I got this. 10 out of 10.
I'm joking, you idiot. It's freaking probably 9 out of 10.
It's like 9.2.
I was gonna say 9.2, somewhere in that range, 9.3.
Dude, I love watching this.
It's only because Saw is so original, the character, you know. Hold up, let's play the original, the beginning again. Oh yeah, you like that?
It's October 18th, 2011.
And where's Darnell Weeks? Where's Darnell Weeks? He's somewhere.
Recently met the Myers fan 25.
He's somewhere typing about Haddonfield.
He is a real person. He is not a myth.
Darnell Weeks, if you're out there, what's up?
And I can breaking news. He is sober as hell.
Breaking
in his
news.
Reviews.
He is
his secret is
he's sober as a rock. No pun intended.
He is a legend. He is funny and real person too. He's not just funny in his reviews. So go to the Myers Fan 25, subscribe to him.
Check him out.
Tell us your thoughts. Reviews. All right, we've had a lot of opinions on this movie already.
He's the fanatic of the Michael Myers.
So we want to hear your opinions on the
Halloween
death scenes
series
and Jigsaw, the iconic villain. This is Mr. Creepshow 09, L-Mid JBM 2011.